Just we installed today a Tub Canopy on a beautiful PX3 Ranger. We had a lot of inquiries on it, a lot of people wanting to know with fitting instructions. So if you will get these brackets, you'll get about 2 small ones and 2 big ones. They will be both opposite side. Now the way they go is you'll take your tub liner out if your car's got a tub liner, which is this plastic trim that's inside the tub. Basically all we've done was take it off and install it in the original place of where the hole was right there. So there's already manufacturing holes. Now these you would need to re-drill them. You would need to put holes in them when you're installing them, but you line them up to the manufacturing bolts. When you do that, you'll line up these 3 and there's adjustment there, but you also have a slotted hole in there as well. And then you just drill in your tub and you put a nut and bolt through there as well. You'll have 2 of these on opposite side, one on the left, one on the right. All it is just like a clamp. You tighten it in, you bolt it up, and the more you tighten it, the more will lip around the tub. You also got a bolt. We've also drilled over here. That's extra support we've done that ourselves, and we've also done further down there as well. Now for the back ones, we've used the back smaller brackets, so the smaller pieces, again opposite sides. So if you look at that triangle hole, it's basically opposite of that one. And again, we've done the same method. We've lined it up with the same hole of the manufacturing holes. We did have to drill that in, and we did have to drill in the tub, on the lip of the tub as well. And then again, 3 bolts on the top. Now that piece, I would suggest to put it as close as possible to the corner. In this situation, we couldn't, but I would suggest you to do that because that's where the manufacturing holes are on the side. And what I mean by the manufacturing holes, when you remove this piece, the Wildtrak had it, if you remove that piece on the other models, which is the PX1, XLT, XLS, that won't be there. You remove that, that will be able to move further back, and you'll be able to, maybe you won't be able to get all 3 of those bolts, but you will be able to get 2 of them in, 2 of the top bolts, those bolts. The plastic cups, plastic covers, they go on top of the bolts, just where the bolts are, so they just go on there as well. In total, you'll get 3 bolts for here, 2 of these long ones for the long to be adjusted. You'll get 3 bolts on this on the left. You also get 3 bolts on the right. Again, you get 3 bolts over there, and another further 3 bolts for the front of the cab. The original bolts for here, you will get them as well. They bolt up here. However, you can use the manufacturing bolts as well. Okay. With the tub liner, if you do have it, you do need to make a cut. So there will be a bit of involved of cutting the tub liner to making sure it's cut. So it fits around. If you wanted to, you can also use pinch weld. You can also use pinch weld to cover the cut as well. You will get 2 sets of keys as well. 2 sets just for the locks. As well, you do have an option of upgrading it to the platform, aluminium platform on the side. You do have an option of upgrading that as well. That will also need to get drilled in. We do advise using silicone under here and 5mm 3M tape. That way it will stop any further water coming in. We do also advise using silicone on the back. Sikaflex, sorry, not silicone, Sikaflex is a lot more better, especially the ABS grade, which is for automotive. It's got a lot of rating, so a lot of load rating, sorry. So you will be able to carry 300 kilos,
Yeah,
no
today,
issues
so
whatsoever.
I thought I'd bring
Up
it
there.
for him. You got the lift kit done last week.
Yeah. It's nice.
He's a plumber, so everything was laid flat and he can stand things up.
Yeah.
It's also got rubber all the way around here, so to not allow any water getting inside there. And when you lock it in, because the shocks are brand new on it, they do slam pretty quick. The hinges on there are pretty good hinges. They're also made of aluminium and it locks in very, very well. The feeling of it is a texture finish. So it is it's a texture finish on it, fully aluminium, and the weld marks are pretty notch. You do have it against the cab. Do allow a little bit of away from the cab. Don't put it right next to the cab because these two can move over time when you're going off-road. So do allow a good distance away from it. In this one, we did allow 20 mil away from the body of the car. The shocks are very, very, very well. Very good shocks, heavy duty shocks. As I said to you, the plastic, if you guys don't have the plastic trim, it'll be a lot easier. That means less work. If you do have the plastic tub liner in there, then there will be cutting involved. With the template of cutting the tub liner, we don't have a template. You would need to use a pen and a marker just to mark it and where you want to cut it.
You should have just told me that.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helped you guys when you're installing it at home.